everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Jets are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Dolphins team that will need to deal with that all game. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Hurry up, watch him now, Barney.
Check three.
No. Check Patriots. No. Check Patriots.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down following the run.
Over!
Kill. Turn up.
Now let's get you now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
3 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Well, he's able to pull off a nice hurdle, but then quickly swarm down. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they're going to go for 2.
Here we go. Tight right. Odd on.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now look at
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Single receiver.
Now let's go.
Hey,
Green 39.
Single
Green
receiver.
39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go,
All right, here we go. 319.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go now. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Dolphins have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Tight on the left. Move.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Hey, watch number 33.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. One receiver left, two to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On the give, this is their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's the fullback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And the Jets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green 39! Green 39!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patrick. Here we go now.
So now it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here we go. 1-9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, let's go. Detroit. Black 99, Philly. No. Check. Check 3. No. Check. Watch it now, Barney.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Gun! Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit!
Switch.
Leopard! Detroit!
Check 13.
No. Check. Patriot!
Check 24. Watch 24.
Black 99.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
No. Check. Patriot!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and it's like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... It's caught inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
Ringo. You can't block me.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When you hear screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Watch the run.
Now let's go. Green 39.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Even. 4 down. Even.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit and make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Green 39. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Pass it now, Barney. Blue 90. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's what I do.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Leopard. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Miami...